it's Regine Rousseau, and we are in Scottsdale, Arizona. We are here to experience the food, the wine, the shopping, and the people creating a vibe in this amazing city. You ready to check it out? Let's go. We're here in beautiful Scottsdale, and I'm here with Brooke Ide. All right, enough fangirling. Beautiful winemaker, handling it, doing the darn thing. I'm so excited to meet you.
Likewise.
Okay, so tell me, who are you? And tell me about the winery, and then we're gonna go really deep.
Okay. My name's Brooke Ide, as you said.
Yes.
I'm the owner and winemaker of Vino, Stache Winery in Sonoyta, Elgin, Arizona.
Okay.
We are a boutique winery of roughly 1,000 case production. I work with 2 vineyards in Sonoyta and 1 out in Wilcox to source fruit from growers there.
And then Sonoyta and Wilcox, for those who don't know, those are the AVAs, 2 of the AVAs in Arizona.
That's right. We
Okay.
have 3 grape growing regions in Arizona.
Okay.
The Verde Valley, Sonoyta, which became an AVA in 1981, I believe, the first AVA in Arizona, and then the Wilcox AVA.
Okay, so when I told my friends I was coming to Arizona because I wanted to talk about the wine region, people looked at me like, wait, wine in Arizona? How are they making wine in the desert? So let's tell the people about like the wine growing region and how it's possible.
So we grow at elevation, which is really advantageous for maintaining good acidity in grapes.
Okay.
Our diurnal shift, I believe, is the 2nd highest in the
So
world.
diurnal shift is going from like cold to hot, right? Like a real big swing.
Exactly.
Okay, perfect.
It can be between 30 and 50 degrees some nights.
Yep.
So that allows the berries to ripen phenolically and maintain fresh acidity.
Okay. So the answer I'm hearing is it's all about where you're growing. The higher up, the better for Arizona.
Yeah, vineyards have been in Arizona since the late 1600s.
Okay.
Father Kino came through with the mission grape for Sacramento
What is
wine.
up with the priests and the wines?
Yep. So they
Okay.
brought the mission grape through and started growing, and we had a pretty prolific industry until Prohibition.
Okay.
Prohibition really shut us down. And it wasn't until 1973 when a soil scientist by the name of Gordon Dutt came from UC Davis down to Arizona looking for the best places to grow grapes as a cash crop that's a low water usage crop, which is important to denote that wine grapes take very little water and the yield for the product is much higher than, say, cotton or citrus.
Okay. So, and cotton and citrus also really well known in Arizona.
Right.
Okay, so help me understand which grapes grow best, because we know that you can't grow every grape everywhere. So what's specific to Arizona?
We have over 100 varietals planted right now.
Wow.
We're trying to really hone in on what's appropriate per AVA. What grows great in the Verde Valley might be different than what does well in Sonoyta.
Okay.
Right now, what I've had a lot of success with is Graciano, Grenache.
Yum. Okay.
Yeah, Mourvedre, Tannat. And Tannat is an interesting varietal in that it is the national grape of Uruguay, but it's native to France.
Okay.
And I think that it showcases itself well here in Arizona due to the fact that we do grow at elevation, much like Argentinian wines and Chilean wines.
So you mentioned Grenache, which we know is a Southern French grape varietal. And how does it taste here compared to Southern France? Similarities, differences?
There's a minerality to it. There's a spiciness to it,
Okay.
depending on if you're doing the rosé expression or the red or the dessert wine. I get a lot of spice, a lot of big black notes of, let's say, like peppery. And if we have stem inclusion, that can really enhance that characteristic in the varietal.
And when you say stem inclusion, you mean during the fermentation you're leaving the stems in the grape juice in order to extract some of that flavor?
Exactly.
Okay, awesome.
As I'm picking, I like to pick with our picking crews so that I can one, it's quality control, making sure they're picking the right fruit.
Yep.
Two, it allows me to kind of creatively think about what I'm going to do with the wine. Am I going to make a rosé out of it? Am I going to make a red wine, a port? What stylistically I'm going to do? But I'm also, chewing on the fruit and the stems and seeing if they're palatable and if I want to include that in the finished product.
Okay, you have two beautiful daughters. I know this is a tough question. It's like asking which is your favorite. I'm not going to ask because they're here. I'm not going to ask. Which grape do you shine? Like which wine do you shine? Like what's your favorite wine that you make?
I would have to say
all of the above. No.
I know I can't pick my children, right? Graciano, I like working with.
Okay, what does that taste like for someone who's never had Graciano?
It's got nice fruit and nice acidity.
Okay.
There's a tannin structure to it that's not overbearing. It just creates a nice balanced wine where from a winemaking perspective, I don't have to have a lot of intervention.
Okay.
From my perspective, I just am here to usher the fruit off the vine through fermentation in a healthy manner, age it in the appropriate vessel, and then bottle it and have it be that.
Okay, and what would you have your Graciano with?
Ooh, let's see. I would say in the wintertime, you could do stews, like a lamb stew, something along those lines.
Okay.
In the summertime, maybe with a little bit of a chill, maybe something even like a fatty fish, like a salmon.
Ooh, okay, I want to try that. All right, so one more thing. You do everything. You are a one-woman operation. You're the winemaker, you deliver wine, like you just delivered 5 cases of wine. You do the marketing. Like, tell me, like, how are you managing all of this and what's the future of the winery?
Yeah, how am I managing this? Okay, right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, when you are an entrepreneur, you have your hand in every element of the business.
Right, yes.
My father was a restaurateur, and he said, I have to be able to make the best omelet in the kitchen as well as serve the front of the house and be the best dishwasher. Yeah. So having my hand in everything keeps it fun and energetic in that there's a seasonality to it. For 3 months I put my winemaker cap on and I just get to focus on that. Okay. Then this time of year I'm, making tasting appointments, delivering wine. I'm back up here in Scottsdale with my family, which is great. But yeah, I mean, it's a lot. Yeah. I don't know how else to describe it.
But you love it.
I love it.
Because your face just lights up when you talk about the wines.
I can't believe I'm making my own wine.
I love it.
It's, I went back to school, I got my degree in viticulture and enology, then, worked for wineries for about 3.5 years and then built my own facility. And I had really good people around me who sold me used equipment, got me my fruit contracts, and believed that we need more women in this space doing what I'm doing.
Women like you, not just women, people like you are the reasons that I'm doing this, right? Because it's so important to share the story. And I don't know of another industry where everyone is so loving and giving and sharing and like supporting. And I hear this from winemakers all the time, like, I didn't do this alone, so-and-so helped me, so-and-so helped me. So if someone cannot come to the area to visit the winery or come to Scottsdale to taste the wines, where can they find your wines? Can they get them online or?
Yeah, we're licensed in several states. Okay. Liquor laws, you have to have a certain license for each state. Yep. So when there's demand from a certain state, then I will basically sign up for that liquor license.
Okay, so if I'm in a state and I go online and I say, hey, I want your wines because Regine said they're awesome, and they're awesome, but you're not licensed, you'll figure it out.
Yes.
Right? Okay. Yeah. So what's the website?
The website is vinostache.com.
Okay.
We're on Instagram. But yeah, website. Okay.
Awesome. Vino, spell it out for me.
VINOSTACHE.
Okay. Last thing is I am falling in love with Scottsdale. I may be buying something here. Okay, what do you love about being here? Like, what do you love about raising a family and just hanging out here?
I grew up here. So,
you did?
Yes.
First person, because most people are like, I moved in from somewhere else.
Yeah.
Okay.
I grew up about 10 minutes from where we're standing right now.
Okay.
My dad used to vacation here when he was a kid from Iowa and went to ASU and then brought my mom out here. And so it was a great place to grow up. I spent some time in California. I went to college out there, and then some time over in Europe. But it's just an amazing place to live. I'm such an advocate for Arizona. It's gorgeous here.
Gorgeous.
I'm a very outdoorsy person, so you can be outside year-round. As we discussed earlier, it's hot in the summer, but
Yes.
you just get your hike in the morning.
Yep.
But yeah, I hike probably 5 days a week.
Oh my God.
It's a special place to be from, and a true love letter, I think, is being able to make wine from the terroir here.
On that note, there's nothing else to say. Perfect. Cheers.
Thank you.